Oh my goodness, so much. Honestly, I'm just excited about this little community that I have started to build up. I think it's amazing how through words on paper can transport you to somewhere entirely different that's not of this world. That to me is so magical and powerful, and you can do so much good with words. I decided to write a book, it was a few years ago, and that process was just amazing for me.
Hello? We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I know that I've been on YouTube for a year, but I haven't done one of these videos, and I really wanted to because I thought it would be a great opportunity for me and my followers to get to know each other a little bit more. And hey, if you're new, this is me, this is my channel. My pen name is Atlas J Lively, and I love to talk about all things books. I love reading, I love writing, I do reading vlogs and writing vlogs on my channel, and I would love for you to stick around and to subscribe because the more the merrier. So today we are doing the BOOKTUBE Newbie Tag, and I am so excited about this. I have a bunch of questions written down that I have ones I've taken from the internet, ones that you will see in a BOOKTUBE Newbie Tag video, and I have my own personal questions that I've added to the end of that list just so that we can get to know each other better and so you can get to know some random things about me. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? Honestly, because my entire life is revolved around books. I decided to write a book, it was a few years ago, and that process was just amazing for me. And being a writer isn't always the most feasible way to make an income, so I decided to make YouTube at the same time so then that I can kind of have a bit of, so that YouTube can hopefully support me through my writing career. Right now I'm not making money from YouTube. Of course it would be a good goal, but at the same time I'm mostly doing this because I love books, and it's a way for me to show my writing as well on this channel and to talk a bit about it. I've been obsessed with books ever since I was little, and it just made perfect sense for me to start this channel because it's everything that I love. I can't see my life without books in it, and so it made sense for me to create this channel for you to join me along my journey. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BOOKTUBE? I love to annotate my books. I will link a video right here about my annotated books, and I annotate my books based on the experience I have while I annotate them. That is something new that I bring to YouTube, and I love annotating my books in general, usually annotating with every reading vlog, so you will see at least a bit of annotations with every reading vlog. And of course I'm a writer, and not every person who starts a BOOKTUBE channel is a writer. So that is something also new that I bring to BOOKTUBE. Question 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Oh my goodness, so much. Honestly, I'm just excited about this little community that I have started to build up. Those of you that comment on my videos mean so much to me, and I'm just excited to share my passion with people that have the same love for books that I do. And that's what I'm most excited about, is sharing it with people and where this journey will take me, because I don't plan on stopping BOOKTUBE ever because it just makes me so happy. And I feel like I have found what I want to do, and I'm going to be here for a while. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I love books. This is my life. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I'm so happy that I'm finally doing it. Question 4. Why do you love reading? I love reading for mostly the same reasons why other people love reading, but I love stories. I think it's amazing how through words on paper can transport you to somewhere entirely different that's not of this world. That to me is so magical and powerful, and you can do so much good with words, and I am passionate about language in general. And I think it's just incredible what language and communication can do and how it can inspire people to do all sorts of things in their lives. And that's why I love reading, is I love language, I love storytelling. And so, yeah, hopefully that answers that question. What book or series got you into reading? Probably Sherlock Holmes. I started reading Sherlock Holmes a good few years ago, and I read the complete series. It took me like 3 years to get through the entire lot, but I'm so glad that I did it. Sherlock Holmes is an incredible fictional character and I relate a lot to him. I know that probably sounds really odd to relate to someone like Sherlock Holmes, but I really do, and I absolutely love the perspective of Watson and how he observes Holmes and how he solves these crazy mysteries that no one else can make any sense of. I love that so much, and that's also one of the reasons why I love writing, is being able to solve things that no one else can see, if that makes sense. I love that so much. What questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? Honestly, my favourite booktubers are Destiny, Sidwell and Sarah Crowley, as you can imagine. I would love to have a conversation with Sarah about her recently interviewing Abby Jimenez, Jimenez, I think that's right. I would love to talk to her about just more face-to-face on how she found the experience, and I would love to assure her that she did a brilliant job at interviewing her, even though she was nervous. I think she did amazing. And I'd like to ask Destiny in general just how she's doing, because I know that she is struggling with things behind the scenes, and I just want to have like a good conversation with both of them and to reassure them that they're both doing great, especially Destiny. Like, I just want to give her the biggest hug, and I want her to know that we still love her and that she's going to be an amazing mum. That's what I want to tell her. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Honestly, for me, it's probably consistency, because I have been diagnosed with psychosis. It's not like an official diagnosis, but it's the symptoms that I am experiencing. I don't know if it's schizophrenia or bipolar disorder or manic depression. I don't know if it's any of those. Right now I'm just going through treatment. So the biggest obstacle will probably be just consistency and making sure that I stay well enough to keep up with BookTube. But I have the balance pretty good right now, and I think I've only had to take one break so far, and it was only a 2-week break, so I think I'll be okay. When did you start reading? I started reading when I was about 7 years old. I have a really visceral memory of picking up books, and I remember when it was International Book Day in primary school, and there would be a bus that would come along filled with new books that you could go and have a look through, and if you were fortunate enough you could buy a book. I loved those days so much, and I remember putting pen to paper and writing stories when I was 7 years old, and that was so much fun for me, and I have just loved being able to do that kind of thing ever since. I'm coming out with my first book sometime this year. It's called The Heir of Andromeda, and it's a young adult coming of age science fiction book. And I think it's the perfect bridge for fantasy readers to science fiction, as I would say it's soft science fiction. So I have loved reading ever since I was that young, and I am so excited and pleased that I have come to the conclusion that this is my purpose and this is my career, and I'm not going to budge, I'm not going to change, and that makes me feel so happy and so sure of myself. Where do you read? I read everywhere. I read in cafes, I read in my bed, I read here in my living room, I read at my writing desk, so that's where I read. What kind of books do you like to read? Recently, I am actually loving classics. Classics are so comforting to me, and I've mentioned this before in a previous video, that classics are like a hot drink on a cold day for me. They're just so... I just find it so incredible to read writing that was so ahead of its time. I think that's the biggest thing that stands out for me, because classics are classics for a reason. There's a reason why they're so successful, and I love nitpicking the books and seeing what I can improve in my own writing from examining such famous pieces of work. So I love classics right now, and I recently read Mansfield Park. I really enjoyed it. That was a 5-star for me, and I'm currently reading Daniel Deronda by George Eliot, and that is probably going to be another 5 stars because I love the style of writing so much and it just really gets me, classics right now. What does your book collection look like? I will show you that right now. That is my book collection. I do not have a shelf just yet. I'm soon going to have a spare room that I can make into my library room, which I am really excited for. So stay tuned for that. That is coming this year. I'm going to have a room filled with books, which is just wonderful. These are the books I haven't read, and these are the books I have read. So that's my book collection. So now we're moving on to the questions that I wanted to add at the end of this video, just so you know a little bit more about me. Where were you born? I was born in Dumfries and Galloway in Scotland, so I'm technically Scottish by birth, but both my parents are English, so that's why I don't really have the accent. How old are you? I am going to be 28 this year. What is your favourite TV show? My favourite TV show is The Big Bang Theory. I have watched that show in completion probably 35 times, I would guesstimate. I love the show so much and I relate to Sheldon big time. I find that show so comforting and it's just wonderful watching fictional characters that care about the same things that you do and have the passions for things, the same things you do, like Star Wars and Marvel. I love Star Wars and Marvel, and watching fictional characters have discussions about them that you have in your head all the time is just so great. I love it so much. What's your favourite colour? My favourite colour overall, I would say, is green. I love the colour green. It makes me so happy and it's such a calming colour. Are you in a relationship? I will be married 9 years this year to my wonderful husband, Alex. I met him when I was 5 years old and he was 7. And there was a time in our lives when we weren't friends, but we weren't in the same circle of friends, so we missed each other for a while. And it was when I was 16 that we came back into contact with one another, and then it wasn't long after that we started dating, and then we got married because we realised we were just right for each other, and I'm very happy. Last of all, what's your favourite food and drink? Currently I am obsessed with Monster, the energy drink. I love that so much and if anyone gets me a can of Monster, I'm so happy. And my favourite food, I would say like my favourite snack is probably pretzels. I love pretzels. If you get me pretzels for a movie night, oh my goodness, I love you so much. Pretzels and Monster, that would be... I was thinking actually of doing a 24-hour readathon, and for that video I'm going to get some of my favourite snacks, some cans of Monster, and I'm really excited for that. So if you want to see a 24-hour readathon where I stay up for 24 hours reading, I would love to do that for you guys. So that's all the questions I'm going to answer for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got to know a little bit more about me. If this is the first time you've come across my channel, please subscribe and please give me a thumbs up because that really helps me out as a creator. I love you guys so much, and for those of you that are constant on my page and are commenting and you're just sharing your thoughts, I love you so much. I cannot describe how much my little YouTube community means to me, and I'd love for you to join if this is the first time you watching me. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. I love you a lot, and I'll hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!